Yo, Falcons fans! What's good? What's good? What's good? Listen, I know you just finished catching your breath from that wild Week 4 victory, thinking, hey, maybe we can coast into this by week, relax a little bit, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. Because while you were sleeping, while you were celebrating that W, the front office has been cooking. And I'm not talking about microwaving leftovers. I'm talking about five-star restaurant, Gordon Ramsay level cooking, my friends. We've got 3 massive stories dropping today that are going to make you jump out of your seat. We're talking about a trade proposal that could flip this entire offense upside down in the best way possible. We're talking about a rookie who's not just playing good football, he's literally rewriting the Falcons' record books as we speak. And we're talking about moves that could transform us from maybe playoff team to NFC nightmare overnight. I've been digging through the reports, I've been watching the film, I've been doing my homework, and let me tell you something right now. If even half of what I'm about to tell you goes down the way it should, the rest of the NFC South better start panicking. Carolina? Already done. New Orleans? Please. Tampa Bay? They're about to find out what a real contender looks like. So here's what you're gonna do right now. Smash that like button like you're breaking through the Saints' defensive line. Hit subscribe faster than Bijan Robinson hitting the hole. And slam that notification bell, because if you miss what's coming next, you're gonna be the only Falcons fan at the office on Monday who doesn't know we're about to dominate this league. This is your moment to be part of the Falcons Nation movement. Don't just watch history, be part of it. Let's go. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, actually, the weapon that should be in the room but isn't, yet. We're sitting at 2-2 heading into the bye. And yeah, I know what you're thinking, 2-2 isn't bad. But here's the thing, we're not trying to just hang in there. We're building a contender. And right now, we've got a situation that needs fixing. Before you jump in the comments, hear me out. I'm not saying Penix is bad, the kid's got talent. But here's what's happening. Our young quarterback is trying to orchestrate an offense where one guy is carrying both the rushing and receiving production. Bijan Robinson is leading the team in rushing yards and receiving yards. Now, is that because Bijan is incredible? Absolutely. The man is a monster. But should our running back be our leading receiver? That's not the recipe for success, my friends. Drake London is doing his thing, respect. Kyle Pitts is finally looking like that first-round talent. But after those two, it's a cliff. Darnell Mooney, who we signed to be that reliable third weapon, 7 catches for 79 yards through 3 games. That's not gonna cut it. And here's where it gets spicy. Bleacher Report just dropped a trade proposal that has me fired up. They're saying we could land Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver Jakobi Meyers for nothing more than a 2026 fourth-round pick. Who's Jakobi Meyers? And that's exactly why this trade is genius. He's not a household name, which means we get him cheap. But let me tell you what he is, one of the most productive complementary receivers in the entire NFL. The Raiders have been forcing him into a WR1 role since Devontae Adams left, and he's thriving. 21 catches for 258 yards through 4 weeks. Now imagine we slot him in as a WR2 behind Drake London. Suddenly, boom, our offense looks completely different. Think about this receiving core: Drake London outside, Jakobi Meyers in the slot, Kyle Pitts creating mismatches, Darnell Mooney stretching the field, and Bijan Robinson catching passes. That's not just good, that's elite. And the best part? Jakobi Meyers wants out of Vegas. He reportedly requested a trade this offseason. The man is looking for a fresh start, and we've got both the need and the cap flexibility to take on his $33 million deal. For a 4th-round pick? That's the kind of value that wins championships. That's instantly upgrading your offense, giving your young quarterback a reliable weapon, and doing it without mortgaging your future. The NFC South is wide open. Tampa's inconsistent, Carolina's rebuilding, New Orleans is, well, they're New Orleans. This division is OURS for the taking. And adding Jakobi Meyers for basically nothing? That might be the move that tips the scales in our favor. The Falcons haven't been to the playoffs since 2017. That's too long. We've got the pieces right now to change that. All we need is that one more reliable weapon in the passing game, and suddenly we're not just competing, we're dominating. So Terry Fontenot, if you're watching, make the call. Give Michael Penix Jr. the weapons he needs. Transform this team from hopeful to hungry. Now let's flip the script and talk about the other side of the ball, because our defense is out here making statements. Can we talk about Xavier Watts? Because this young man is not just having a good rookie season, he's having a historic one. NFC Defensive Rookie of the Month. And trust me, Falcons Nation, this is just the beginning. We drafted this kid out of Notre Dame with the 96th overall pick in the 3rd round. And he's already playing like a top 10 selection. Through four games, he's got 23 total tackles and 2 interceptions. Xavier Watts is one of only 13 players in the entire NFL with multiple interceptions through 4 weeks. But here's the kicker, he's the only rookie in the league with more than 1 pick right now. There are only 2 players in the entire NFL who have more interceptions than our 23-year-old rookie, Kevin Byard III in Chicago and Devin Lloyd in Jacksonville. That's it. And they're both veterans. They're both established Pro Bowlers. But wait, it gets better. Xavier Watts is the first Falcons rookie with multiple interceptions since Deion Jones in 2016. And before him, you have to go all the way back to Al Richardson to find another Atlanta defender who recorded multiple picks in the first 4 games. This isn't just good, this is historic. This is legacy building stuff. Let's talk about the moments. Week 2 against Minnesota, late in the 4th quarter, J.J. McCarthy tries to make something happen. Boom! Xavier Watts picks it off and seals the victory. Then this past Sunday against Washington, 34-27 final score, Marcus Mariota drops back looking for a play. And what does our rookie do? He reads it perfectly, jumps the route, and picks it off. 6 total tackles and a crucial interception in a huge divisional game. This kid isn't just making plays, he's making winning plays. The plays that matter. You want to know what gets me really excited? Xavier Watts learned from Jesse Bates III at Notre Dame. One of the best safeties in football. And now he's taking those lessons and making it look easy. And it's not just Xavier Watts. We've got Billy Bowman Jr. playing lights out. We've got James Pierce Jr. getting after the quarterback. We've got Jalen Walker making plays. Jeff Ulbrich is building something special with these young guys. This is the foundation. This is what sustainable success looks like. We're building a defense that's going to terrorize the NFC for the next decade. We're coming out of the bye to face Buffalo, one of the best offenses in the NFL. Josh Allen and that whole crew. And you know what? I'm not worried. Because we've got Xavier Watts back there playing with the confidence of a 10-year veteran. Mark my words, Xavier Watts is going to be a Pro Bowler. Xavier Watts is going to be an All-Pro. And years from now, we're going to look back at this 2025 draft class and say that's when the Falcons dynasty started. Let's bring it all together. We've got 2 major storylines happening simultaneously, and if you're paying attention, you can see how these pieces create something beautiful. On offense, we're one move away from being elite. Add Jacoby Myers for basically nothing, and suddenly we've got an offense that can score with anybody. We're talking top 10 unit. We're talking playoff caliber. On defense, we're getting better every single week. Xavier Watts is leading a youth movement that's going to define this franchise for years. We're 2-2 heading into the bye. This is the launch pad. This is where we take off. After Buffalo, we feast on the NFC South. Carolina twice, New Orleans twice, Tampa twice. The NFC South is OURS. And here's what gets me excited. We're doing this with a young team. This is the start of something special. We've got a franchise quarterback developing, a superstar running back, young defenders making plays. So here's what I need from you, Falcons Nation. Drop a comment. Do we make the Jacoby Myers trade? Give me your bold prediction for Xavier Watts. And hit that subscribe button because we're about to enter the most crucial stretch of the season. This is our time. This is our moment. Go Falcons!